Yes, yes.
So, good evening, everyone. This is another day of Agile Scrum BA track, and we are into continuation of week 2. And on this continuation, we are going to get started with a, a reminder of our code of honor. Everyone knows over here. Do you know that what is the core intent you have joined this? Yes, the core intent is to get placed, and if you are getting placed, remember to show up live for the prep part, and this training is the prep part as well. So when you are showing up live, show up on time, be punctual, and be highly committed. You need to practice this. Once you get placed, you will follow this in your daily work. So why you need to follow this? Because it will make a habit, and one of universal laws says that how you do anything is how you do everything. Second one is that be a full stack student, because here you have started with the learning, and learning requires student mindset, and for that you are encouraged to do all the assignments. And while you are doing all the assignment, don't forget to do self research, repeat what you have learned. And the third one is the taking full responsibility. Even if you are doing complete assignments, you are heading towards the success, you can take the responsibility of that. But even if you are not completing something and it is leading towards the failure, when you take the full responsibility, you remind yourself that this failure is the trail of the success, and again you won't deviate from your the path of getting placed. So on this path, you are also encouraged to have a complete mindset of learning positivity, and make yourself on this path completely complaint free. And while you are doing so, don't forget to load your mind with the gratitude. And how you can get started every single day by increasing your receptivity. How you can do that? You have been asked to every single day to start your day with this Earl Nightingale's Stranger Secret, that the track I have given every single one of you. And in case still you don't have that, you can still ask me, and then continue your learning. Because when you will start, excuse me, just give me a second. Yeah, yeah. So when you will start, remember learning anything, just before that, do a declaration. Okay. And when you follow learning, after that, you are every single person are encouraged to do some drawing on whatever you have learned. Why? Because it increases your retention zone, it increases your retention duration. And once you have drawn whatever you have learned, you are encouraged to summarize that. Summarize to any children, summarize yourself in a mirror, summarize yourself in a video form. When you will do so, you are putting yourself on the next level. When you are putting yourself on the next level for getting selected for any interviews. Okay, because even your videos are the yardstick to know with how much you have prepared yourself. So to judge that yardstick, to evaluate yourself whether you are ready for the interview or not, this summary helps the tutor as well. So that's the reason we call it a golden quadrant of learning. Remember to follow always: declare, learn, draw, summarize. And on this note, because you have known this, the question is that are you ready to get started on the path of learning with the declaration? Everyone is ready for the declaration? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on the count of three, what we are going to do, this declaration will be anchored and integrated in the clap. So at the count of three, you are going to clap and then repeat these words along with me. So I'm going to select this word first. You are going to utter after me, and at the count of three it is going to happen. So at the count of three, you are going to put the anchor is the self high five, that is the clap. So 1, 2, 3, and go. I am a quick learner.
I'm a quick learner.
I'm a quick learner.
What others can learn and master, I too can do that.
What
What
others can
others
learn
can
and
learn and
master,
master,
I
I
too can
too
do
can
that.
do that.
Amazing. And once again, you need to give a self high five and repeat the remaining statement. And again, 1, 2, 3, and go. Because I am an awesome learner,
Because I'm
Because
an
I'm
awesome
an
Because I'm an
learner.
awesome learner.
today's learning is going to be super duper easy to me.
today's
Today's
learning
learning
Today's learning
is
is
going to be
super
super duper easy to me.
Yes, exactly. It is going to be super duper easy to you. And when it is going to be super duper easy, I want you to be a giver. So wear the giving hat, and on this path of learning, give yourself ego away, because that time you are coming out of the comfort zone and you are ready to do all the assignment with the attitude of whatever it takes, and then you can complete it. And when you can complete it, you are encouraged to set a goal of your financial earning and how much you can give away with the intent of charity. Why you are encouraged to do so? When you give, you grow. What you receive, that will help you to survive. You don't want to only grow, you want to also inspire. So don't only give away with the intent to grow, but also give away with the intent to inspire others. Okay, at least once you get placed, and in case you are earning, you are encouraged to start doing now. Okay, and how much? 5% or 10%. And whatever you are doing, keep appreciating that. And what others do for you, keep appreciating that. And even something is not happening to you, whatever you have set a goal for, remember, every single step is the preparation for the next one. And that's why you need to appreciate that one as well, because what you appreciate appreciates you. Okay, so on this note, we are ready to take a deep dive from where we had left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen. So here in the continuation of the day, remember few things, whatever we do for you, like we share some uh, audio track. We request you to, hey, kindly follow this. We request you to get interviewed on some stuff. Okay, we invite you on some another day. Every single thing has come together and integrated and weaved for you as a part of system. So I request every one of you to follow this system. Why? Because you may fail, but system won't. So because system works, people fail, and that's why please follow the system, be in the system, and you will see the result will follow. Okay, so are you all set? And all of you agree to follow the system if you want to see the result? Do you?
Yes.
Everyone? Yes, from everyone. If yes is there from everyone, you can say, yes, I agree.
Yes, I
Yes,
agree.
I am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I
Thank you.
agree.
Thank you so much. So here you see that what we had covered so far, we saw that tools what we are going to use. We saw the differences and benefits of Agile and Scrum. We saw some Scrum facts. We also saw values and principles of Agile earlier through Agile Manifesto. And then we saw Scrum values as well. And we were given some assignment to do, to explore. And every single day you are contributing, you are connected with the system. How? On Monday you come, you learn. Okay, Tuesday you come, you learn. And on Wednesday you are encouraged to shoot one summary, means summarize one thing and share in the group, so that you are ready to get evaluated for the next level. Then on Thursday you join RRRP session. You are encouraged to attend every single RRRP session. What is that? That is reference ready resume preparation. And on this day, what is going to happen? You are building your resume, you are optimizing your LinkedIn profile, you are really getting a lot of golden nuggets to prepare for getting selected, and prepare your resume to get it marketed. Okay, and once you do that, Once you follow this, okay, then on Friday, what you can do, you can shoot your second or summarize your second day learning. And then Saturday and Sunday, you can just, if you wish, you can chill, you can just take rest. And once again, we meet on Monday. So this is entire week's plan for you, not only one day. Okay. So assignment was given to you. So what was the assignment? So yes, these parts I have covered. By the way, let me ask you, everyone is listening to Earl Nightingale? Everyone is listening to the audio track? If not, you are highly encouraged to listen to that, because remember, this agility is the triangle of mindset, soft skill, and what? And quick soft skill. Okay, so mindset, soft skill, and your behavioral skill. So everything you are learning over here, these are the part of your personal development. So yes, don't forget to do that. So what we are going to learn today, we will be focusing on Scrum role, Scrum events, and Scrum planning. Okay, so everything will appear in front of you in pictorial format. So excuse me, Prerna ji, I would request you to start taking off from here. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for a superb starting as always. So I think everybody is aligned to what we are doing here, and the entire week's schedule has been, set in the mind, so we can get started. So till yesterday, we had seen what are the benefits of agile to every stakeholders, to everybody who is involved in the process. And from today, we can see what are the Scrum rules. Trust me, it's super interesting. It's super informative, and it really gives you clarity. So can anybody read out these roles for me, please? I just want your, inclusion in this discussions. Yes. Bela, Kamini, anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So product owner,
Yes, and also I also mentioned that what is mentioned in that billboard.
sure, manages the product backlog, optimizes value of the product.
Right, and
You want me to read next?
yes,
Scrum
yes, all of
Master.
that. Yes.
Scrum Master manages the Scrum process, removes the impediments. Development manages itself, creates the done increments. And there is a Scrum team. So this is whole the Scrum.
Okay. So any idea, or it's an open question for everybody, just to get you on the line of our discussion. Any idea what kind of responsibility they have, or what kind of I would say role they play in overall agile development? Am I audible? Switching to earphones. Yeah, am I audible to you guys? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay. So here, I'll just like to give you some brief idea. If you can see, product owner is shown in the green and the top, kind of, if you have to consider this like a hierarchy. And we have the Scrum owner, Scrum master and development team. Okay. So in total, all of this is considered as the Scrum team. I would like to highlight one thing which we mentioned yesterday also. When we say development team, please always remember, this means everybody who is involved in this Scrum team, not only developers, but all the BAs, testers, technical architects, designers, any specialist. So I'm pretty sure right now till this discussion, whenever we have talked, we've tried to make it clear. But what happens in general IT terms, development teams means a team of people who are developers. Okay. But in Scrum, when we refer to a Scrum team and their development team, in the Scrum team, that part of development team means everybody. So tomorrow, if you join as a BA, as a functional expert and you're working in Scrum, you are a part of development team. Am I clear on this, guys? I just need some yeses from you.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Just wanted to have clarity on this. So always remember this. Okay. Now going ahead. Okay. Now let me give a little more brief, or rather give you some reiteration. A development team are the people who are the actual drivers. I mean to say, who work on the requirement which is given by the customer or the client, and who actually ensures that we complete the sprint on time, and who are mainly dedicated or mainly devoted, or contribute to the delivery, right? Because a developer, a BA, and they all do their work, and this is how you kind of continue in developing and delivering the requirements or their tasks, right? So we can have multiple people in the team, and generally we have it depends, around 8 to 10 or 6 to 8 people, because generally Scrum teams are supposed to be quite small or intense, because everybody is an expert. That will come to later, but I just wanted to give you a figure. So it's normally not beyond than 6 to 8, but again, depending on the project, on the complexity and the size, it can vary. There's no hard and fast rule on the number. Okay, now coming to our Scrum Master. Scrum Master, imagine that person. Okay, here, if I'll just like to give you an example first and then explain, so you might be able to relate more. So if we consider the Scrum team like a Scrum team organization, the Scrum team where in which company it works as, that can be considered as a school. Then your development team can be considered as your standard, as your class. It can be 10th A, 9th A, any of the class. I was in this A, so I normally happen to say that. So assuming it's a 10th A class, development team comprises of all the students. Per se, we have only 6 to 8 students in the class. And then Scrum Master is like your class teacher, okay? How closely that class teacher is associated with you on day-to-day basis or during most of the classes. And then the product owner is like a principal or the supervisor of the school, who has a 360-degree overview, who has the complete control, but then who is not on a daily basis associated with you. Okay. So please try to remember this principal, class teacher, and classroom concept, because sometimes when we go ahead, there can be some thoughts or some doubts when with respect to the roles of product owner and Scrum Master. But if you remember this hierarchy, it would be really helpful for your clarity. Okay. So what does the Scrum Master do? Scrum Master is a superb, interesting job wherein he has to play many he gets to wear many hats, wherein he is very closely associated with the team. He ensures that development team is on track, and they don't have any in case if they have any challenges, he is the first go-to person to help out them to overcome those challenges. Again, very interestingly, he is the common bridge or middleman between the product owner and the development team. Development team can very well reach out to product owner, definitely, in case you used to talk to your principal, but that was pretty less, the interaction, because you were kind of scared, or she was on a higher authority. In the school times, it's not the case here. But the thing is, a product owner might be caught up in other projects, or they do have other responsibilities with respect to higher management and organizations. So at times their visibility is comparatively lesser than the Scrum Master, whereas the Scrum Master is dedicated for that project. Okay, a product owner might have multiple projects, but most of the times Scrum Master is dedicated for that particular project or application or those a set of sprints. So yes, if you see product owner also has a very essential or important task of managing the product backlog. Okay, what is product backlog, how it looks, how it is managed, will all come to that. But please try to remember, Scrum Master works very closely. He helps a team in, working on the Scrum processes, working on their requirements, development. He helps them technically, and he facilitates every help he could provide. Whereas the product owner ensures that your product backlog is properly maintained. It is properly prioritized as per the customer requirement. So yes, I'll request Gaurav if he wants to add something, or if anybody has any doubts, they're free to ask. Yes, please go ahead, guys. If any kind of doubts, you're most welcome. We really want you to have 100% clarity, because this topic is very important. It kind of builds the further sessions groundwork. So you have to get a clarity. So any doubts, please go ahead.
So I would just add, Prerna ji. So
Yes,
yeah.
please.
So altogether, yesterday we saw that Scrum team. This is the entirely is called as Scrum team, is also sometimes known as development team, where in product owner who works on a product backlog, we will be looking at this. What is product backlog? Further, Scrum master who removes the impediments, means all the hindrance. It could be any hindrance. Someone is busy in some work, or even from some other project, someone is asking that if you have time, can you just look at my code or something like that. Or product owner is coming, hey, if you're done with today's work, or you have developed the feature, can you just look at the something which is coming from the next sprint? That is not the part of plan. Scrum master will make sure even product owner or client is not really bugging up the team who are actually engaged into the work. And the third, development team. So everything is once incremented, it is called as done. We will be looking at that how items, incident, or any single ticket. You remember we have been talking about the tickets. Every single ticket is marked as done. So yeah, this was the summary I just wanted to share for this slide. So I'll move to the next one. So may I, Prerna ji?
Gaurav,
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I have
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a question not related to exactly this slide, but I
Mhm.
was
Mhm.
wondering when Scrum Master actually looks after all the other management, I would say, I don't know whether is the right word, people management. Who handles the conflict among the team members? So suppose if there is a conflict, so this part, resolution part, is taken care by whom? The Scrum Master.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, anything, because even conflict is the part of hindrance, right?
Right.
So
Exactly. That's how.
yes, so any hindrances, any impediment has to be removed by Scrum Master. Okay,
Okay.
so you will be trained
Okay.
for that. So
Thank you.
yeah, because his job is to facilitate. He will
I would
facilitate the
just like
solution.
to add here. I would just
Yeah,
like
go
to
ahead.
add here, Varsha, on a lighter note. You remember, if you had any fights, or if you had any competition related conflicts in your classes, then the first point of contact, apart from the monitor, because sometimes we used to actually, sideline the monitors because they were your friends or your classmates. The first person you would use to reach out to is your class teacher, right?
Home teacher.
Because
Yeah.
yes, home teacher. Yeah, yeah. It's what, whatever you term that person is. So that was your go-to person. So in the same fashion, because see, starting from your attendance, you being there in the class, who is good in what, who is that row. See, we also used to have a row monitor kind of thing, wherein along with the class monitor, every any good any not good as in, I would say obedient, or anybody a little more clever, if I have to say it that way, amongst that entire row. We used to have benches, right, in a row, in a queue. So that wise, so that person, if they used to have fights amongst them at times for any stupid reason. So yes, we have the class teacher or home teacher for that. Similar way, rather it's a very good question. Conflict management, though it's not an in-depth topic overall, in this upcoming sessions, but it's a very important thing to know. There can be some conflicts of interest. There can be some conflicts of
Because
delivery. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you because
No, no, go
why
ahead.
why I asked this, the in Scrum team itself there are small other teams like testing team who's reporting to test lead and development team.
Uh-huh.
But then what if there is a conflict in those teams? Ideally, the Scrum Master will try to
I'll be very honest, Varsha. Uh, these smaller teams apparently work as one team. Okay. When we say that there are just this is for everybody. Okay, try to get clarity. When we say development team, there is everybody, like from developer, from tester, you know, from BAs, from technical architects, though they might be in organization level, they might be from different verticals. Like for example, when I was a part of Accenture, all the technical people used to call as technical resources, and they had a different resource tagging or some resource code, whereas some functional people like BAs, your system SME, subject matter experts, they used to have some resource tagging of your what do you say, non-technical or functional resources, so that's why it was very difficult to cross these if somebody wants to go into functional, the tagging used to get affected, whatnot. But then when you work in a Scrum team for that particular project, this entire team and Scrum master and product owner are your reporting manager, okay, are your go-to people. So though you come from testing team, you might be having your hierarchy, test lead and test managers and whatnot. But for this process, everybody, it's like, if yeah, I don't know why I'm going back to school today. It's like, when I used to be, I think many of us used to be part of the science exhibition things and all in your schools, inter schools competition. So that time, you remember, whenever you used to go or any educational trip, that time, if your class teacher was not there for that particular period of trip, or for that particular period of any exercise, when you used to go out of your school, the current teacher who used to be the in charge of that entire thing, that used to be a go-to teacher. So if you have to understand that way, if you are in a particular project with particular people, that time you report to them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gaurav, but I suppose this is how it works. For anybody working in Scrum, their existing team, their existing hierarchy is of importance, and then they report, they address their issues, they go to help or ask help to those particular people. Doesn't matter what hierarchy they come in organization. So this is for everybody. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Thank you.
add one
Sure.
funniest example over here on lighter note. So, and compare with the Indian marriage tradition. So in Indian marriage, one person after getting married, okay, goes to a new person, new family, okay. But here, every single person gets married and goes to a new place, okay, and everyone wonders that they have come from they have left their family and they have come to the new place. So which family they leave? They leave the development team, they leave the
Their own family.
yeah, business analysis team, they will leave the testing team, they will leave the technical architect team, and every single person will come together in a project and they will start working. Okay, so even for complaint, they cannot go back over there, but yes, definitely they can call back to from where they have come and say, this is what I am experiencing. But ultimately they have to resolve the issues then and there. For that, Scrum Master is there to remove all the impediments and conflicts. Yeah, so I hope this example will help you all. Yeah.
Yes,
you.
yes. Thank you so much. Because I understand these are the newer concepts, fresher concepts for your mind, but these kind of relevant examples really help you to kind of, highlight them into your memory. So yes, I'll as I was talking to Varsha, yeah, we can go to next slide. Yes, Gaurav, we were right on. Yeah, Varsha, will you please read out the Scrum teams, responsibility or role briefing one by one, so I can just go ahead. And I think when we read out, we ourselves understand many things. So I'll encourage everybody to read a few points. Yeah.
Mhm. You want me to
Scrum team.
start with Scrum team,
Scrum
right?
teams. Yeah, because I always
Okay,
like to go from that. It has a lot of,
sure.
yeah.
Scrum team does all that lead them towards their sprint goal. Work with the Scrum Master to prioritize the items from the product backlog in the sprint planning. Scrum team, not Scrum Master organizes them. It is a self-organized team. Need to attend every stand-up and other ceremonies. They have to participate in all the meetings despite their nature, um, and have to ensure that all the findings of the meetings are getting practically addressed in the project.
Yes. So I
Okay.
personally think all these points are pretty self-explanatory. Still will like to throw some light on these. Okay. So what are some of the highlights? Okay, if you ask me. First and foremost, that we have been reiterating that yes, Scrum team is the team who actually work, lead, or is dedicated, or they do contribute towards the actual sprint goal, right? Because if you don't have developers, if you don't have testers, how would you develop something, right? So these are the people who work at the grassroots level, who interact with the client and customer, and they work on the delivery. So that point is clear, right? Anybody has any doubts in that? Brijesh, you know, Rupa, anybody? No? Abha? I think everybody's clear on that. Right?
Yes.
Bela, Anila,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah? Yeah, you don't
Yes.
have,
Yes.
you have the clarity what exactly. So as of now, you can actually consider all of us as a Scrum team, as you all come from different verticals of your experience. You're all expert in your areas and you're working under this Guru Schools per se project. Okay. Second and important thing, Scrum Master prioritize the items from the product backlog in the sprint plan. Now this is fun. Okay, we earlier we mentioned that product owner maintains the product backlog. We'll come to product backlog pretty soon. Don't worry, you'll get that picture. So we have the items for the particular sprint. So what does the Scrum Master does? So basically, what happens if we have this sprint for 4 weeks, okay, for a month, if I have to consider, and there are say per se 20 items, 5 items per week, assuming one day per item. So for this particular sprint, which kind of requirement or which kind of items you should start with? So how to go about it. See, Scrum Master, assumingly being the technical as well as functional expert required for that particular project, he has a better clarity or better experience to handle, so he would know how to prioritize. So we already have the product backlog, just the execution prioritization is done by your would say scrum master. So for example, you have your textbook given by your a school or your particular board, ICSE, CBSE, or whatever board, other boards you have in there. So that book is kind of like your product backlog. But then you study at home as kids, your mother used to say, oh, this chapter is very easy, we'll finish this first and then we'll go to next chapter before your exam per se, right? So that prioritization from among the list is done by Scrum Master. Okay. So don't have this clarity. The entire product backlog is maintained by product owner. It is his responsibility. It is his job. But then execution of that product backlog when we are in a sprint, that is helped by or managed by or guided by the Scrum Master. Okay. See, and also very important thing, this I think yesterday also we spoke enough on that these teams are very self-motivated and they are self-organized, right? So as these people are expert in their fields and best of the best, if we have to call it, they don't need to be managed much. So they are highly motivated, self-organized, and then Scrum Master doesn't act like a monitor or like a teacher to them. He is very well there like a guiding force whenever they have any doubts, any kind of hindrance, they go after them. And yes, this is very important that they have to attend every stand up and other ceremonies. Yes, it's like being a part of this team. We yesterday, I think everybody remembers stand up meeting, guys. Everybody remember stand up meetings, or review daily meetings. Yes, can you please, can
Yes.
anybody give
Yes.
me those three liners what we do in the stand up meeting? Anybody? Varsha, I want you to wait for this time. I want others to
Yes, I'm
speak.
not going to know.
So the
Yeah, I
Yes,
can.
okay,
yes,
I'll
yes.
go.
Yeah,
So
please, please.
first one, they say what we did earlier day, the previous
Okay,
day.
wait. Okay, that's the first one. I want others also. Yes, so you know what is one of the points. Thank you, Abha. Yeah, Anila, Bela, Rajesh,
What are you
anybody?
Yeah.
what are you going to do today?
Perfect. Yes,
And what are
next
the
one.
challenges
What
to
are
meet?
the challenges
Okay, what are the challenges being faced? Okay.
being
Yes.
faced? Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much. I'm so happy. And also, what are the some main features of this meeting generally? It's a stand-up meeting, so you all are supposed to be standing. Yes,
Stand.
standing, supposed to be standing, and it's not supposed to be more than generally 15 minutes
15
or
minutes.
so, depending
Mhm.
on the topics or depending on the complexity, right? Brijesh, you there? You catching it up?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, superb. So that was a quick refresh on the stand-up meeting. Now coming back to the last but important point, that they have to participate in every meetings. Doesn't matter. It's a review meeting. It's a starting meeting. It's a stand-up meeting. It's a kickoff meeting. Any kind of ceremonies or meetings or discussions we have. This team is mandatory because see, it's essential, right? They are gonna work on the things. They are gonna develop. So they have to know what is happening. They have to be part of that every discussion, right? It makes sense, right? It makes absolute sense. So yes,
Yes.
these so this is again a very important and what I would say highlighted pointers. If you surf on net, if you check some websites, there can be plenty of other responsibilities. It can, they at times on net, what they do is simply break down one responsibility or one pointers into couple of. So you are very much encouraged and free to read, but then always remember these are the hit on the head points. If you know this much, you can elaborate pretty well. So the way they used to say in engineering colleges and masters, that if you know one line of a particular question, you're supposed to write one page on it. Okay, somebody has actually told me during my masters, ki Prerna, if you know one line of that particular question as an answer, तुम्हें पूरा पेज भरना है. I
Expand.
swear. Yeah, so you can write story of kuch hota hai or any damn thing. Please don't. But then on the similar way, we are not running around the bushes, but there all these points are interconnected. So me mentioning this was when we talk in an interview, depending on the interviewer's question, if he really wants to know more about Scrum teams operations, how they manage, then you can elaborate. You can be little slow, you can be little in depth. You can be like, okay, they are a part of review ceremony, they talk to the customer, so you have to understand, right? Right now, me and Gaurav are teaching you this topic, so we are going in depth, okay? But I just wanted to highlight this one important skill. I think most of you already experienced or been prepared. In interview, along with technical and functional aspect, there are a lot of psychological and understanding aspect. Never neglect that, okay? I generally follow that because see, if you're talking to someone who is a senior in a development team, then definitely he will have more questions relating to development team. So whenever you are being interviewed, if you know what that person's designation or their role, even more than designation, it really helps. I'm not asking you to be blunt and ask, but generally they do introduce, hey, I am a test lead, or I am a product owner, or I am a senior manager into this. So when you know, you have to be mentally prepared to the kind of questions associated with them, and also the kind of answers which they are expecting. It's not right or wrong, it's what they feel it's fit for the organizations, that kind of lands you the job. Okay, so this is a little tricks and trips of for your tricks and tips for your interview preparation. Always try to understand the the understanding of psychology behind the questions, where they are coming from, what the role. And yes, we have to stick to the standards. It's not that we have to run around the bushes and talk too much or too little, but then this will slowly come with the practice. So how we used to have this demo exams or prelims before final exam, on similar fashion we'll also be very soon having interview sessions within Guru Schools, first with us, then with HRs and stuff. Trust me, it will be super duper beneficial to you, because I remember when I started as a fresher, we were encouraged to sit in front of the mirror and talk to yourselves, how you respond, how you answer. So I just diverted a little bit to highlight on that interview portion. We'll come back to it later, but try to fix or try to kind of highlight this in your mind, that going ahead along with this session, we'll have to be simultaneously prepare for this interview part, wherein if you are confident enough, if you feel comfortable with this repetitive practice in Guru Schools, trust me, sky's your limit. You can crack any interviews, and definitely cracking interviews is one of the very, very I would say easy, but a highly but made highly complex thing. So yes, we'll come to that, but be open to that opportunity and that activity. So yes, coming back to Scrum, I'll request Anila to read out for me. Anila,
Scrum
you there?
Master,
Yeah,
product
Scrum
owner,
Master.
right?
Scrum Master, Scrum Master.
Okay. Scrum Master removes all impediment and hindrance to achieve goals, enforce to organize Scrum ceremonies and processes, to commit to goals and deadlines on behalf of the team.
Okay. So now you tell me what you understood from this, because it's quite as simple as it could be.
Here it's the Scrum Master's duty to remove all the impediments that the development team is facing, like what they are going to work on, and so that they can achieve the goal at the earliest towards the end of the
that we have
Scrum.
been discussing, right? Yes.
And it's the Scrum Master's duty to facilitate all the meetings. That is the Scrum ceremonies.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of request you to pause here. So,
Okay.
right now we are all working remotely, but earlier times, or maybe in future, when we all will be back to office and physically present at the moment, many a times it's encouraged to have Scrum team located at one place, but at times it's geographically divided. So what happens? If somebody is sitting in US and India and Singapore and in Malaysia, whatever, wherever in that any part of the world, so those kind of meetings have to be arranged. So for that, you'll need a conference room with a camera, with a monitor, the timings, with the stationery involved, with every other things. So all that, starting with booking a conference room. I'm not sure if any of you worked in bigger organization like TCS or Accenture, or maybe I am not sure about Google and IBM and stuff. I've worked with the earlier two. It was a task to book a conference room, and right now in my current organization, it's such a task to book an conference room, because it's always packed. People are always there to book it. So it's one of the important tasks. Tomorrow you get into any organization. Maybe now the load would be less because people are working from home. There'll be less people physically in the office. But yes, so that's one very important thing, because all these things are supposed to be discussed. All the ceremonies, like your daily scrum, your like your stand-up meeting, your sprint review, your sprint retrospective, or your initial sprint planning. All these ceremonies, such a beautiful word they have given us, ceremonies. All those have to be conducted by our very own Scrum Master. And yes, his KRA or his responsibilities is directly associated with the teams, wherein he has to ensure that the development team achieves, and we kind of hit the target, we complete the delivery in the deadlines, within the deadlines. And definitely, in case of any doubts, conflicts, hindrance, challenges, technical, functional, any kind of thing, he is the go-to person. Okay, always remember, he is your class teacher or home teacher. He is the go-to person. Everybody approaches him, and he is very approachable. He is associated with them on daily basis. So yes, he is and essentially this role is an he sorry why I've been saying so much he or she, or rather this role is really very interesting. It wears a lot of different hats. You have to have juggling. You need to juggle a lot of responsibilities, but it is really fulfilling also, because you directly contribute towards your delivery. So yes, any doubts, or I'll just request Gaurav to add in this if he wishes to. Yes, Gaurav.
So no, we can continue. Yeah, so all good examples are going on.
Yes. Okay, sure. So yes, product owner, Brijesh, would you like to read out, please? Product owner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, product owner conveys the vision of the stakeholders to the team, can alter the scope, is responsible for the return on investment. That is why they occupy an authoritative position in the firm, not only with the team, but also communicates with the stakeholders about progress and problems.
Okay, thank you so much. So can you just elaborate a little what you understood? It's absolutely fine what you understood from these topics or from these details. So what are they trying to say when they say not only with the team but also communicate with the stakeholders about the progress and problem? Just an idea what you feel by this sentence.
So not only do they communicate with the Scrum team or the Scrum Master, but they also communicate with like the clients or the end users about how the progress is going or about any problems that they encounter.
Okay, very well put. But I would just like to add here, when we say stakeholders, so yes, definitely clients and customers is one of the stakeholders. Okay, coming back to stakeholders. Stakeholders simply means people or group who has a stake or has interest in your project. Okay, so anybody directly, indirectly interested, linked, or they have put in efforts, any kind of time, money, they are your stakeholders. So coming back to the stakeholders, your senior management, higher management, okay,
We
your
have
directors.
sorry, I interrupted. We have
Yeah.
another slide on this. So if you
Okay.
want, I can move over there.
Yes, no, I'll just finish. Yeah, that
Yeah.
time then I'll rush through, because now it's within the topic. So yes, we do have that entire topic, guys. So just to start with that. So yes, if you could see, product owner, he has the responsibility to be the communication bridge between all the stakeholders. He is the one who gives the updates to all the senior or all the important stakeholders. He can alter the scope. Okay, this is very important. Alter the scope means whenever there is some conflict of interest within the development team and the what I would say client, their particular requirement, and then development team is saying that it is not technically feasible, or it might require some more time, or any kind of, there are conflict of interest happening, some discussion, some feasibility issues. In that case, product owner is the person who actually has the authority, has the what I would say rights to alter it, to change it, or to negotiate it with the customer. So yes, he is, because of this his position and because of his rights and because of his visibility, he's the one we go to. And yes, he is responsible for the return on investment, means he's responsible for undertaking this project successfully, that whatever we have been investing in this project in the form of resources, time, money, and every in every possible way, this project should yield profit, should turn out to be a success. And then this kind of responsibility on that level falls on product owner. And yes, he is to be in question. He's supposed to be in contact with everybody who at a higher level from, from the internal teams to this teams. Also, I'd like to add some points which are not mentioned here. See, he is not mandatorily kind of, what I would say, expected to attend all the meetings. He is there in the ceremonies, yes, but daily scrums, daily meetings, he might be, he might not be, because he has other responsibilities too. And at times, a product owner can have multiple projects or multiple, I would say, things to handle. So yes, that point is not mentioned, but just for your information sake, I would like to add that. So yes, Gaurav, I'm done with this. If you want to add, or we can go to next slide, please. I think everybody is clear on this. Any doubts, guys, please, you're very much welcome to ask if you feel like. Please
Yes,
go
this
ahead.
is the right time. So everyone, apart
Mhm.
from, I know that Varsha and Anila are repeating, but yes, Abha, Rupa, Brijesh, and anyone else in the team, please ask the questions if you have any. Okay, even small, it may sound that it will get answered. And if you want to ask well in advance, you can. You have so far seen product owner over here. You can see Scrum Master and Scrum team. We are moving to this gray person. Okay, the gray person is the interesting one, and you see here in the new
The-
slide is
Oh, that's the stakeholder.
stakeholders. Yes. So yeah, Prerna, if you want to continue or take rest, I can take up.
Yeah, you can take some part. We'll come back to it. Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome. So thank you so much. So Rupa, now everyone has read. Rupa, I'll invite you to read.
Stakeholders. The stakeholders has to keep a healthy relationship with the product owner in order to share every detail regarding his project. Can I read all points?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. The stakeholders is responsible for conveying his wishes and concerns to the product owner, or else the product owner would not be responsible for his project quality and the time duration.
Yeah.
The
So here
stakeholders.
you will continue, but let me add over here. You see in the 2 lines what has come, everyone. The important part is the relation between product owner and stakeholder. The moment we talk about stakeholder, who all comes in, we will be talking about that. So for now, understand stakeholder also includes client and sponsors. So yeah, continue, Rupa.
Okay. The stakeholders has to provide regular input to queries from the product owner. Yes, provide regular input.
Continue.
Prioritizing the work effectively with the product owner in another job that the stakeholders has to do, ensure his project development.
Yeah. So understand that while things are planned, things are moving into the cycle, sprints are there, people are working into the sprint. What is going to happen? Everyone is responding to the task, but everyone is asking question to product owner, and product owner is is on front foot, who is dealing with client directly. So whatever he is asking, it's his job, it's client's job to respond to him. So there is a very tight relationship between product and product owner and the client, because the communication happens to and fro. So yes, continue, Rupa.
Okay. Keep taking updates or keep giving updates regarding any changes in the plans. That's it. Hello.
Oh yeah. So you spoke keep taking updates or keep giving updates. So this is what exactly it is regarding any change in the plan. So plan keep on changing, but any input first appear to the stakeholder, to the product owner. So when we are talking about stakeholders, just now we have spoken about the inclusion of sponsors and also client and sometimes vendors also. So every single person in the plan or in the project are connected first with the product owner. Yes. So is it clear? Stakeholder part is clear to everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's move further. So this is what we have spoken last time, as Prerna ji was telling you about these entire plans. So every single meeting, this is a sprint planning, sometimes also called as a release planning. And whatever you see over here, yesterday we talked about the list of goals, list of activities, list of to-dos. So everything, and in fact, the entire project over here is lined up with the small activities. So this is also called as product backlog. When you prioritize it and discuss it in a meeting, that is called as sprint backlog. I yesterday was talking about the sprint duration, start from 1 week, goes to 4 weeks. And while this happens every single day, you have a daily stand-up meeting, which is also called as a daily scrum. And once it is done, then client looks at it as a part of demo, and he gives the feedback that whether he is satisfied or not, whether he is giving you green, ready to go. So this is called as a demo, but yeah, in sprint language, it is called as sprint review. And then comes the lessons learned part discussed in sprint retrospective meeting, where we discuss what we learned, what went well, what did not go well, and what the learning we can accommodate. So the name of these and all these 5 events are sprint plan, release planning, sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective. These are the events, but also called as ceremonies. So yeah, these are the very important things. And when we are talking about its ceremonies, it does not mean to go bored. Okay, it does not have to be bored. It has to be interesting. It has to have a fun factor also into this, and also celebration. Remember, that's the key. So celebration should be there. And when we talk about celebration, requires energy. So everyone is encouraged on the board to engage with the high energy. So yeah, so here you see all the ceremonies. First, it is talking about sprint planning, and the purpose of this is to create the sprint backlog and identify the sprint goal. And the entire Scrum team is committing to over the course of the sprint. So let me once again ask you, Rupa, to read this purpose once again. What is the purpose of sprint planning?
Planning. Sprint planning, they will do the epic big projects. They will break down into the small
Read it
one
here.
and-
Read it here. The purpose of sprint planning is
Yeah.
screen is shared, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
read it here.
Create the sprint backlog and identify the sprint goals that the entire Scrum team is committing to over the course of the sprint.
Yeah. So sprint planning is backlog items are the list of the activities to do, to perform, to complete. Okay. And identify the sprint goal at the end, what all the activity has to go under done. Okay. It has to be marked as the done. And then entire Scrum team is committing to over the course of the sprint. And remember this over the sprint means what? Between 1 week to 4 weeks. And who will attend that sprint planning meeting? Every single person in the team will attend the Scrum team. Okay. So some tips and tricks for everyone. Encourage the team to discuss and negotiate each item related to the sprint goal. Sketching can be helpful. Yesterday, I gave you which example? I gave you the example of automobile, a bike launch. Okay. It starts with creating a blueprint of it. That is the sketch. Okay. So even in sprint planning meeting, whatever you are discussing, that sketch can be done. When we are discussing the sketch, you remember that every single time we talk that after declaring, you get into learning. And when you get into learning, after that, follow the sketch. That is the drawing. So there is importance and big importance of sketching. Okay. Then ensure the product backlog has been ordered. Order means it is in sequence and completed by the product owner before sprint planning begins. So any future product owner over here? Anyone? Okay, even if you're not there and if you are planning to say yes in future, then there is a message for you that when you are getting into product backlog meeting, sprint planning meeting, make sure that your backlog item has been well crafted, means well designed, and it is placed inside your project management tool or product management tool just before you are getting into sprint planning meeting. Is this one clear? This tip and trick is clear for you, that you have to go and keep these things in order, okay, so that you can pull every single item. When I am talking about item and backlog item, these are the list of all the activities or goals you are going to achieve at the end of what? Sprint. What is the
Sprint.
keyword? Sprint. Yeah. So once the sprint goal is set, and when it is set, sprint goal, I'm talking now, I'm not talking about release goal. So release goal is the entire backlog, product backlog it is called. That is entire product to-dos, entire product action item to be achieved. But when we are talking about sprint, one small duration, some items or some activities we have to achieve, some action item we have to achieve. Okay, so these are set in the sprint planning meeting. That is also called as sprint goal, and it can be further broken by the product owner, but should remain relevant throughout the course of the sprint. See, the ultimate target is to break down every single thing as tiny as possible. Are you with me so far, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's product owner's job that they will discuss in sprint planning meeting. They will identify all the activities, okay, and they will try to accommodate where? Inside your project management tool. Like we have been talking about iScrum, Jira, and Monday.com and Trello and all. Okay, so you remember that I have been talking about following you guys to some tool or something. You remember in that tool? But by the way, let me ask you, were you able to explore those tools?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it yes from everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your answer. So yeah, so in that you will find that every single type of, activity you can do. You can also see that when you will click on the create button in those tools, you will find it will ask you whether to create epic, whether to create user story, and what all these things are there. We are going to look at it in coming days. Okay, so for now you need to understand every single thing will be talked as candidate or ticket. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah, so candidate could be a new word for you. Yeah. So let's understand the another ceremony which is called as daily scrum and sprint review. So who can read that? Who can read the purpose of daily scrum? This is one ceremony. So any volunteer? If not, I'll call out your name. Okay, Abha. So Abha, can you just tell the purpose of this ceremony?
Yeah, so it provides the Scrum team an opportunity to discuss progress, announce daily commitments, and identify impediments which should be cleared by the Scrum Master.
Exactly. So thank you so much for reading it out. And remember over here that this is the Scrum Master's role, and every single person in the Scrum team, they need to discuss the progress is that what they are going to work on that. Okay. And when they are going to talk about the daily commitment, so they will, those things will also come as a part of daily talks, that anyways they are going to perform these activity. And also they will talk about the impediments, what is coming, and those things, as you know now, that has to be cleared by Scrum Master. So the moment you will tell that any bottleneck, any problems you face, now correct me. So everyone, I want your correction over here if it is required. So it is a Scrum Master role that when these impediments are discussed in a room, every single person, the moment he identifies the impediment, identify the person is stuck in performing some action, he will take the person in the another room and who could be bring the potential solution in the another room. Okay, or he will continue discussing the impediment in the same room. What should be the answer?
In another room. He'll go to another room.
Any other
In the
answer?
same room.
Okay, any other answer?
The Scrum Master will actually instruct the team that they can discuss these things and solve this in later point of time, because this meeting is meant for only updates. Which are the time limit.
Absolutely, yes, Varsha. Big round of applause for paying attention. Yes, Scrum Master's role is to continue, let this meeting happen,
Correct.
and definitely, yes, later point of time, these
They can discuss.
things has to be discussed. Absolutely. So everyone, please pay small attention. We may have spoken already, but you might have missed. But when you are taking notes, keep taking notes from interview point of view, and these small questions can be asked in the interview as well to check whether you have worked or performed these role or not. And thank you so much for this answer, and thank you so much for not responding correctly as well, because that gives more attention. Do you agree with this, everyone? Even you did not give the correct answer, do you agree with this? That brings more attention closer. Thank you so much. And this meeting, daily Scrum, daily stand-up meeting, and this ceremony is attended by Scrum Master, production team, product owner, and outside stakeholder are optional. Sometimes client client would like to attend, but these are optional. Okay. So, but we can invite depending upon the potential crucial activity or candidate we are going to discuss in this ceremony. Okay, so tips and tricks are over here. Be sure that team can see each other. Okay, if you are remote, use a video conferencing tool, and everyone has to stand up. Okay, so not in the video conferencing, but yes, in the face-to-face meeting, this has to be as shorter as 10 to 15 minutes. As Prerna ji has earlier quoted, don't let this meeting turn into a verbal status report. Okay, so it has just not only the status report. Encourage team members to get together after the daily scrum to discuss any items that require additional conversation. Yes, the problem and solution discussion can be the part of additional discussion that will not be done in the daily scrum, that will be done after that. Okay, and do not let this meeting go longer than 15 minutes. 15 minutes has to be what? Threshold. Okay, so remember this. The another question could be, what Brijesh, Abha, Rupa, Anila, Bela, and everyone else in the room, that a daily scrum meeting or daily stand-up meeting, depending upon the team size, it can go sometime beyond 45 minutes. Okay, so now here there are two incorrect statements depending upon the team size. Okay, so team size, when I'm telling depending upon team size, up to 12 or 15 people, it can go up to 45 minutes. The first correct statement is that team cannot go beyond the nine people. Okay, that is the first incorrect statement. Second incorrect statement, it can never go beyond 15 minutes. So see, these are the tricky questions just to bring you into the trap. Okay, so start smiling and give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, I am getting smarter and smarter. So do you think you are? If yes, you can definitely say yes in your mind. I am getting smarter and smarter. I can catch interviewer like doing these mistakes. Okay, do you think you can catch now your interviewer doing these mistakes and can point them out then and there? Yes.
Yes.
So I hope yes from everyone. So yeah, the another one is sprint review. So I'll call Brijesh now to please read the purpose of this ceremony.
The purpose of sprint review is to showcase the work completed over the course of the sprint, gather feedback from stakeholders to inspect and adapt the product.
Absolutely, yes. So as I also suggested that this feedback comes from the client, and so you have demoed what you have worked. In fact, if you are a product owner or scrum master, it's your team member who has certified this, that this work is doing well, this small piece of the work is performing well, and it has been developed by developer well. So team can decide who is going to give the demonstration or give the walkthrough. This is also called as walkthrough. Okay, sometime. So uh, so walkthrough on various activities can be given, right? So this demonstration or review is given by the in-house team to the client. Okay, and in-house team could be the developer or tester or combination of both. Okay, in between, tester may pitch in when customer asks while reviewing that, hey, whether you have tested this area or not. That time tester may respond to client, and sometime BA respond to the client, because ultimately BA is responsible to see that everything is marked as what? Done. What is the keyword?
Done.
Yes, exactly. Everyone speak done, please.
Done.
Done.
Yeah. Why did I ask you to speak up done? Because in future, in coming days, we are going to learn about definition of done, how any done is going to decided and defined. So every single item, every single element is the power packed statement over here, are essential element and the keywords which are involved in this entire sprint planning, sprint review, and daily scrum and a retrospective meeting. So here are some name of the attendees: the entire scrum team plus certain managers, stakeholders, customer, and other developers can attend this meeting. So what exactly happens? Say for example, two people are working on X feature. Say for example, I'll give you a banking system is being developed by your company. Are you with me so far? Yes.
Yes.
And that banking system, nine people are there. 3 are working on cash withdrawal, 3 are working on cash deposit, and 4 are working on credit card. Okay, credit card swiping. So for example, cash deposit team, okay, 3 team, they are chosen to give the sprint review. So in this, the team from cash deposit, or so from other team, or card swipe machine, they will not get involved. Only for the feature, the sprint review is going to happen. Those team will only involve. So is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
So now here are some tips and tricks for you is for this sprint review. Ensure that any outside stakeholders know where they need to be, when they need to be, get the room prepped. Who will do that? Scrum Master's
Scrum
role is there. Exactly. The production team should not feel like they are defending their work. Prep to ensure they are able to shine. So even the production team can be involved over there, because some features are already rolled in. So they are already into production. When we are talking production, what do you mean? The system is live. Okay. So production is that where the system is live. Okay. In fact, yes, sometime the system is live, or just before getting live, it is one environment where mirror environment is there of the live environment. Okay. So I'm not sure whether I have talked about the various environment. The very first in-house environment is called as the development environment, where things are getting developed. Okay. Then it rolls out to the people who certified it for quality. That is called as QA environment. Okay. In the QA environment, pay very close attention over here, because you as a BA or Scrum Master should be knowing everything about it. So the very first environment where things are being developed is called as local, and local where individual developers are developing the things. Then they put it on dev environment, where every single developer can access to that. Okay.
Gaurav, I would just like to add here.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, local means everybody in every organization, you have your own computers, right? Computers or laptop or any machine. So likewise, developer also have their own specific machine. So whatever they work on, develop on their machine, it's called as local because it is local to their laptop. It is not centralized kept. Okay. So try to have this understanding clear, because here on, if you go in any industry company, you can, you'll often get to hear this word, it's on my local machine, it's my local code, it's not my native code, stuff like that. So yes, Gaurav, over to you.
Yeah, thank you
So-
so much for clarifying this. Yeah, Varsha, you were asking something. Yeah,
So in this case, my local is different from my colleague's local environment.
exactly. That's true. So even what I am presenting you from my local.
Just to add on this, what happens right now, we have many applications who are managed for version control. So basically, I'll just give Gaurav, just 2 minutes. I'll take your time. What is happen in actual development setup is, for example, if we all are developers and we have different codes to work on, and everything is on in a central repository. So what we do when we use Visual Studio or other version control apps or softwares, we log in, we take the code from central repository. Per se, Guru School's server is a central repository. We access that code and we start working on your machine. So your code will be different than Brijesh's code, than Abha's code, because you are working on different functionality or different pages of a website. And what happens when your code is completed, it's running without any errors, it's working fine. You test it on your local, you will get it supervised with your seniors, and you check it in. It's called check out and check in, just like how we check in and check out in any restaurants or hotels. So you check out your code means you take it out from your central repository and you check it in. It's just for information purpose. Don't worry, none of you will have to do this. It's a developer specific thing. I've done it earlier in my life. So when you check that in, when you check in that code, it again goes back to the central repository. And thanks to this good softwares, we have the version control. We can roll back to the earlier code. See, all this is kept in that intermediary file, and whatever final you commit, it's also called as commitment kind of commit, COMMIT commit. Then that code gets saved in the central repository, and then we are, everything is managed pretty well without any of your headache. So yes, answering your question, everything is local to your machine till the time you commit into it, or definitely after your supervisors, confirmation, after checking it thoroughly. So this was for all. This is how generally, it's a crust of how development team works. Yes, Gaurav, over to you. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing the clarity. So yes, so absolutely perfect that it was well explained, the difference between local. So I was here talking about local. Individuals will access that environment, individual developers. Then it goes to central located place, okay, which will be the first dev environment where all the developers can access those features which has been individually developed. Okay, everyone is listening to me over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So now, listen, after dev, it goes to testers to certify it, all the features for the quality, they test it. Okay, they test it in a component basis. So sometime you will find that testing will have multiple environment. Okay, one is for component testing, or it could be also called as SIT environment. Okay, sometimes SIT1 environment, SIT2 environment. This is also known as system integration testing. Okay, SIT is known as what? System integration testing. All the component has been integrated together. People are testing out over there. Okay, some environment is given in-house to be accessed by in-house team, or sometime some environment can be accessed by the client as well. Okay, so client in-house team, where they have got their testing team, where they will test something out. Okay, what in-house testing team miss, sometime they may find, and vice versa. So together we are making sure that things has to work as they are supposed to. Are you with me so far, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, is it yes from everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So remember, so once you are not saying yes, it doesn't mean that you are excused. You are encouraged to say yes. Either you can say yes or you can ask question. So if you are not saying yes, you have to ask a question, because the intention is that everyone has to be clear on the same page. So after SIT environment, before things move to live environment, we have to cross more to certification environment, that is on UAT. So things will roll out from SIT to UAT. It is called as what? User acceptance testing. That happens by the client, where their business users will test the features. Okay, once they will test those all things, that may go to the mirror image of the live environment. Okay, sometime it is also called as pre-live environment or mirror environment or pre-prod environment. What is the keyword? Pre-prod means pre-production. Means what? Just before production. Means what? Just before going live. Okay, so in pre-prod also it has to be clear, it has to be working as it is supposed to. So by now you have seen various environment: local, on individuals machine, developers machine, then dev environment, that is together all developers can access that, even dev lead can, and then comes to the test environment, where SIT environments are there, which can be accessed by the in-house team or testing team, developers team. Everyone can access that, but general activities are performed by whom? By test team. Okay, so who will prepare these environment? So there are DevOps team who will make sure that environments are setting up, environments are made ready for the different teams. So first team, your in-house testing team will test on that. Sometimes it is also called as a system integration testing environment part 1, and part 2 can be sometime accessed by your client. Okay, at the third phase it becomes what? UAT, user acceptance testing. You can take a note of it when we are discussing this. Okay, and then pre-prod environment, then prod environment. Prod is nothing but production. It means that is live. So is it clear, everyone? Everyone on the same page? Yes.
Yes.
If not, you can
Yes.
ask me question.
Yes.
And if you have not joined at the starting where we were discussing the code of honor, there are chances you may delay while saying yes. Okay, because you missed something over there. It is a scientific thing where which are sometime imparted when we discuss the code of honor, and by there you can connect, your brain connects something, whether it picks up properly or it does not. Okay, so that's the reason everyone is requested to show up on the time. So here is we have discussed the purpose and who can attend. Entire Scrum team plus certain managers, stakeholders, customers, and other developers. And here there's some tips and tricks are: ensure that any outside stakeholder know where they need to be. And again, the same thing will be repeated over here. The production team should not feel like, okay, capture actionable feedback as items in the backlog. Who will prepare where to attend, for how long it will go? Scrum Master is the person who will make sure this has been followed. Everyone is clear so far? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next one. So the next one is the last ceremony, is also known as sprint retrospective. Okay. So the purpose, who will read it out?
I'll read.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Purpose. Allow. Can you move the cursor? Yeah.
Yeah,
Allow
sure.
allow the team to inspect itself and plan for improvements in the next sprint.
Okay, can you repeat that, Anila, once again?
Allow the team to inspect itself and plan for improvements in the next sprint.
Yes, thank you so much. So what you can improvise upon? You can improvise upon what is done. Okay, that is in the past. Okay, because you are going to improvise the past. That is from where the retro word comes in. Okay, and what you are going to do? You are inspect on that. So retro inspect, from inspect, spec word has been taken. So it becomes sprint retrospective meeting. Okay, so here what you discuss, what went well, what did not go well, what are the lessons learned that you can accommodate or reuse in the next coming sprint. Yeah. So who can attend that? Scrum Master and the production team. Product owner is optional. Product owner, you may not see that he will be the part of that, but he is recommended to be. So don't allow people to point fingers and play the blame game. Now, Scrum Master, be smart over here. It is very crucial part. Okay, when people discuss in the ceremony, it may happen that people start feeling low because they are, instead of lessons learned, they are pointing out that because of whom things has been collapsed. Okay, be smart and then ask, then what is the lessons you have learned? Okay, and then include everyone asking, isn't it a very important lesson? Okay, everyone is with me so far?
Yes.
And
Yes.
the moment say
Yes.
yes, you will find people are really smiling, feeling happy that they have achieved as if something. Okay, so that's the reason, create a safe space for people to provide their honest feedback. If we'll go on the blame game, the honest feedback will be lost. Okay, use games and different questions to mix things up and reduce monotony. Yes, here you need to engage with people. You can simply go and give a high five if you are running it in the physical form, or if you are remotely located, geographically distributed, you can definitely adapt this camera high five we talk about. Okay, then make sure any actionable suggestion is captured, assigned, and tracked well. So fifth is not mentioned everywhere, which is called as done, sprint, or cancel. Done goes in the sprint done chart to release the product increment from product backlog list. This is for information purpose only. It has been kept over here. So on done, we are going to spend some more time. For now, understand these are the important factors, important ceremonies. So Prerna, would you like to add anything from any of these slides for all those 4 ceremonies?
Definitely, you have given a very detailed and superbly explanatory session. So I don't think I'll have to add something on this, but yes, I would highlight. Please revisit this video again because some of the things are new to you. You know, first time you might have heard. So listening to it will definitely help. And yes, Gaurav, nothing from my side. I
Okay.
think we have reached towards the end
Yes,
of the
yes,
session
yes,
because
yes.
many things we have discussed today.
Yeah, before
Yes.
that, I have something over here. So I'll
Yeah,
quickly,
please go ahead.
yeah. So here we will be seeking all these quickly about, planning part or different uh, purpose we have seen. We have seen the tips and tricks. Here we will see for quickly all the ceremonies, what all are their inputs and outputs. Okay. So, and in process, what exactly happened. So the first one was what? Sprint planning, also known as sprint planning. So product backlog is well decided by whom? Product owner. Exactly. Okay. Velocity and capacity of development team is also decided over here. Velocity means how many team members will be the part of this. Okay. Latest what they have done. If it is the sprint zero, they generally we don't discuss anything. But yeah, if we have delivered something, don't discuss means what? We don't execute anything in sprint zero. Okay, that mostly is for planning. And in the consecutive next meeting, what exactly we do, we talk about what has been executed or delivered. That is also called as latest increment. Okay, then with the team, we discuss that what we are going to do in the coming sprint and how we are going to do. That is also important. Okay, so the moment we decide what we are going to do, we have prioritize the backlog. Okay. And then we decide at the end of the sprint, at the end of the 1 week or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we are going to achieve this. That happens in sprint planning. And then Scrum sprint, entire things I have given the clarity on it. Okay. And then why fixed length time box? Because to balance between the need to release rapidly. You remember, anything we are delivering to client is expecting something. He is anticipating that after certain point of time or period of time, things will be rolled out to them. Okay. And that's the reason, keep it standard, keep it uniform, and you need to balance that, and you have to maintain the consistency. And that's the reason you need to create the frequent releases and allow enough time to complete a useful amount of work in each sprint. Everyone is performing equally and giving their input properly, and their effort they are putting, and they are yielding the expected result. So once an appropriate length is found, that gets fixed. Okay. So that is why it is called as time box. Okay. And it is typically stays the same throughout. Okay. So that is the one thing I just wanted to share. So yeah, so this is quickly, you should be taking a note of it. What is sprint in Scrum? So time box iteration of a development cycle. So whatever you are targeting to deliver is also part of development cycle. So I have already shared, every bigger project is broken in a small pieces and in consistent time interval, as short as few days and as long as 4 weeks. Okay. Can call a sprint goal a project in itself due to start and finish. By the way, what I am just going through over here, we are going to look at it once again. Okay. So yeah. So why fixed length? I have read it out. Yeah, this is what it is. We are going to spend a bigger time on sprint planning on coming days. So this is how it is. So I request you, next time when you are joining in, join on time, because that is preparing you to connect at the deeper level so that you can understand well. And your understanding is very, very important. Okay, in detail, so that you go from here satisfied. Yes, I have really understood well. Even it may sound some complex, but it was easy to grasp. We easily understood the stuff. And if you have joined at the point of start time, you have understood all the ceremonies well. You need to just repeat it. You need to draw whatever you have understood, and you have to summarize it. Okay, so this is all about over here. Do you have any question specific? If not, then what I'll do, Abha, what do you feel like saying? I want to ask you.
Today's session was like much information. I think I need to go back and listen again.
Exactly.
It was a
Listen again.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Rupa.
Rupa, what do you feel like saying, Rupa?
The same thing. I want to listen the video once again.
Yes, please
because
do so.
It is more information today. So I don't want to forget, and I want to listen one more time.
Yeah, exactly. Please do listen once again. And who would you like to call on the forum?
Anila?
Anila, what do you feel like saying, Anila?
Today's session was really informative. I could actually learn more from today's session.
You can say deeply learning for you?
Yes.
Okay, so deep learning is the keyword. Please call out someone's name.
Varsha.
Varsha, what do you feel like saying?
It was a very good catch up.
Okay, it's a catch up. Okay, thank you. So call out someone's name on the screen.
Bela.
Bela, yes. What do you feel like saying?
Yeah, it's informative and detailed. I have to listen to again to catch up more. Yes.
Okay, detailed, informative, and want to listen again. Yes, please do so. Yeah. Call out someone's name on the screen, Bela. Brijesh, please. What do you feel like
yes,
saying?
it was very informative, and I would like to listen to the playback as well.
Yeah, please do so. Call out someone's name on the screen.
Call
Prerna ji?
somebody else's name. Yeah, thank you. So yes, again, a super interesting
Rupa, you are
and
done? Rupa is done?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't remember. Yes, Prerna.
super interesting and quite vast session where we have really covered very important topics. Everything we discussed today is very essential from understanding interview and actual knowledge point of view. So I'll just request, as always, please revisit this video and feel free to reach out to us for any kind of doubts related to topics, to interview preparation, to job searching, anything and everything. We are there. So yes, thank you so much for being so participative and being so interactive in the session. And yes, Gaurav, over to you.
Thank you so much, Prerna ji. So yes, everyone remember to repeat that. I really wanted to quote over there that repeat this playback. So that is one. Second, do your self research as well. Get into the details of it, because this is from where you need to pick up. You need to understand the entire industry. You need to understand how entirely in agility project works up. Okay, and based on your understanding, so kindly excuse the background noise. Just give me a moment, guys, please. Yeah, so thank you. I'm coming back. So what I was quoting is that please try to capture and do your self research, and based on things, what is going to, based on your summary, a single person will be evaluated whether they are ready for the interview. And the good news is that soon we are going to interview few candidates internally first. Okay, we have received few approved resume. So in case your resume has not been approved by Deoji, remember to attend RRRP session, that is resume ready, reference ready resume preparation. From there, once your resume is approved, that will come to us. We will review you, and also it depends on that how actively you are summarizing what you are learning. Okay, we need to know whether you are learning or not, and that's the reason that also becomes the part of your assignment. And in case till now, if you have not explored any tool, you are requested to do so, please. Okay, and then we'll talk to soon on the next Monday. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful evening further. Good night, sleep well, and feel fresh next morning. Yeah, thank you so much.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
good day
Have a good day.
and good night.